Welcome to part 2 of this look at a load of new mods on Farming Simulator 25 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me again. It's part 2 of the mods for Wednesday the 26th of March. If you haven't watched part 1, go and have a look. There's loads of equipment, machinery, productions, big crane, there's all sorts of stuff going on with there. Some quality mods, but this is part 2. We'll crack on. In front of me, we've got the Pro Bale Grab Autoload by Blacksheep Modding, 3.96 megabytes download, 3 slots each. I put various on my notes, and you'll see why in a moment. This will do 4 square bales or 3 round bales. I think it said circular bales, round bales. So this is an auto-load bale grab, which actually makes life quite handy. You'll find it in a few different categories. So there's the standard bale king. If we come down, you'll find there's the Pro Bale square bale, SB, and then the Pro Bale RB, round bale. They're only £3 each, which is pretty good. Options on each one, we've got telehandler, front loader, wheel loader, 3-point, back again. We can change the main colour, which changes the bit on there, which is blue. So in each of those sections, you will then find that. So under telehandler, you'll find them there. Under wheel loader, you'll find them there. And I think we did front loader already, didn't we? Yeah. So that's where you'll find all of them. Nice and straightforward. I say that. So we'll start this up and we'll go. I went for a wheel loader option. I tend to go telehandler quite a lot. So I thought let's go different, shall we, this time? So options on this then. We've got this option here. It says show loading trigger. So L1 and up on the D-pad does that. R1 and right stick side to side moves that, so it shows you where your trigger will be. So that's at the point where it will detect the bales and grab them. So if you want them right up close, as if you're actually, it's a proper bale grab type thing, or you can put it out a bit further ahead if you want to. You can turn that on or off if you want as well. And then L1, it says start auto load. L1 and square brings that forward, and as we drive forward to the bales, it will go blonk. Done, loaded, and sorted. When we get to where we're going, we unload our bales. So stop auto load, does that. We can unload bales here. Boom, down they go. Job done. Like I say, you can take that trigger off. You don't have to have that showing. We can hide loading trigger like that, and just go again if you want to. Start auto load, go forward, and that's it. There's one for round bales, one for square. Why did it miss that one? That's strange. There we go. And that's what it does. So you can whip round a field really quickly, picking up stacks of 4, dropping them off onto a trailer or whatever you want to do with them, or just do 2 at a time or 3 at a time. It's entirely up to you how many you pick up before you unload it. Yeah. It does the job, which is what you want. The Pro Bale Grab Autoload by Blacksheep Modding. Next, we've got this, representative of a couple of items. This is quite handy, actually, especially for skid steer gear. The Lizard Grapple Bucket Pack by MacTrucker921. Say that fast 15 times. By MacTrucker921. 3.08 megabytes download, 3 slots and 3 slots. You'll find it under front loader tools and skid steer loader tools. As you can see, skid steer loader tool. This is great for grabbing big logs as well. It'll work for all sorts of jobs. So if we look at our front loader tools and come down to here, so again here or skid steer loader, and it will give us the options in here. So we've got a universal bucket, 1,500 litre in its base configuration. So we can add shovel teeth, yes or no. We can have manufacturer decals. We've got Lizard, John Deere, Case, Fendt, Kubota, back to Lizard again. Front loader or skid steer loader as our options for attachment. We then got discharge speed, standard or fast, capacity standard or unrealistic, so 1,500 litres or 25,000 litres. There's always a worry with skid steer loads and stuff when you get bigger buckets, the weight of that tips the whole thing up, but it doesn't because it's unrealistic. It's a tweak of the files. It will take 25,000 litres, but it won't add the weight of 25,000 litres, or it hasn't done. Main colour, anything on that palette does that. We've got our grapple colour, which will do the prongs like that. Now, this one says trim colour. This isn't relevant for this bucket, but it is relevant for the next one. So if we come out of there and we'll go to this one, same options apply. Add shovel teeth, manufacturer decals, attacher type, discharge, capacity, If we come down to trim colour, you'll see the rack, the cage on the back of there. If I change the trim colour to orange, you'll see, or we go silver, if you want it to be metallic, that's what the trim colour option is on there. So I went for this grab. That's got 25,000 litres of pig food in it, and it's like there's no weight on it at all. And then we've got our... That's a beast, isn't it? That's terrifying, those spikes on there. But yeah, that'll grab all sorts of stuff. We can grab a bale, you can grab bales with it as well if you want to. But yeah, 25,000 litres in there, and it's acting like there's nothing. It's very cool indeed. Very useful. But again, if you prefer to keep your stuff more realistic, stick with the realistic option. You don't have to go with the unreal capacity if you don't want to. So there we go. That's the Lizard Grapple Bucket Pack by MacTrucker921. Next one I haven't got out, and I shall show you for why. Under slurry tankers, which is just here, a transport, we have the Gallant TSA 30,000 just there. So this mod here is the TSA 30 Briri Streetmaster 30 by VAgri. 8.6 megabytes download and 8 slots. It is in essence this tanker, the base game tanker, with a few more options. So what it will do, it will take 30,000 litres of slurry or digestate, and you can take it and offload it, take it and unload it. Slurry spreaders can come and refill from it. Whatever you want to do, it's up to you. But we have got a few more options. So we have got the option of Continental, BKT, Michelin, Trelleborg, Vredestein, back to Continental. Under Continental, we have got a couple of options. Those and those. We've got light design. We've got halogen, or we've got LEDs. We've got the standard design, we've got the larger design there, we've got the default Briri, and then we've got a Street Master option, and then back to standard again. I think I went for that one. Docking funnel, we've got no or yes. Where was that? Oh, that was down here, wasn't it? There's our docking funnel, just there. We have got lifting axle, yes or no. So you can have a lifting axle on there, so not all three of them stand on the ground, one of them will lift up. Frame colour, anything on that pallet does all the underside there. Main colour does, well, the main colour, like that. Again, if you've got the Giants configuration for colours, and you can do metallics and things if you want to. Docking funnel colour. So we'll change that. Let's go yellow so we can see it, so it stands out. There we go. Changes both the docking funnels. Probably would have helped if I hadn't done the underside yellow as well. Logo colour. Let's go red, for example. You can pick your logo colour as well. Rim colour and a license plate option on there as well. So it still stays at 30,000 litres. It will still do digestate or slurry. It just gives you some options to customise it and make it your own. Very nice indeed. That is the Kotte TSA 30 Briri Streetmaster 30 by VAgri. Next we've got the special Lowloader. It's very special. It's the TL38. Just here. This is 5.23 megabytes download, 5 slots. I have put my notes 1 to 6. I have to make these notes so I remember these things. There are 6 different beacon options once you've chosen the beacons on this. So as you can see, this is, as I've said, HR Forst and Fahrzeugbau, and it is more a forestry low loader in that the design of this is designed for forwarders, harvesters, those kind of things that have the wheels set up so you can bring them in and the wheels sit inside these troughs, I guess is the best way of putting it. I tend to go for tension strap options on these, so it does give you a bit of flexibility then to load pallets and bales and stuff on them if you want to make them a bit more versatile. That being said, because of the design of this, because it is, like I say, it's more forestry, because you've got this ridge in the middle, it's not a flat deck, it's not as straightforward as that. But yeah, there we go. Let's have a look at it and see what options we got, because there are quite a few. So this you'll find under your low loaders, just there. 31,650 for a special one. It's good, isn't it? So beacon lights, yes or no. If you go yes, it then gives you the option later on. So you've got left, left and right, or off. If I go for any one of those, it gives me the option for changing that later on. We've got positive steering. So you've got 15-degree steering angle, 30-degree steering angle. I think that's for the steering axle. Or is that the front? Might be the front, I think. We've then got override aid, so this is this bit here, puts those on, the ramps and stuff, if you want the ramps on there, the override aids. You've got beacon light design 1 through 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We've got side marking lights. Yes or no? They're on, I think, already. Then you've got load securing system. Automatically, once stuff's on there and you start the driveway, it locks in place. Or tension belts. I tend to go with tension belts with low loaders anyway, because then you've got the option to load other stuff on there, not just vehicles. That's a little bit harder, this one, because it's not a sort of strictly, a completely flat bed. It'd be a little bit harder for pallets and bales and things like that. Warning signs, yes or no. Put some front and rear. We've got main colour, anything on that pallet, does all that. Ramp belts, that's at the back. We can change the colour of the belts. Let's go. Oh, no, that didn't really stand out, did it? Let's go red. There you go, on the back. Again, not really. Blue. Doesn't help because I went with a blue back. But anyway, that doesn't change the belts on the bed. That just does the one at the back that hold up the ramp. Rim colour and a license plate option on there as well. So, this isn't a fifth wheel attacher. This is a tractor attacher, as you can see. Beacons, if you've gone for them. Like so. If we put the lights on, you'll see the side lights, running lights down the side. Again, if you've gone for those as an option. We have got fasten or unfasten tension belts, and you'll see those are standard colour. It's the ones at the back that turn blue. What else have we got? Was it the steering? Let's just double check that. I think it's the how far. Oh no, it's the rear steer. It's the axles. It's the amount of turn on the axles at the back that help you give a nice tight turning circle on this without dragging your wheels round and scrubbing your tyres, which you don't want to do, really, do you? Then we've got unfold, ramps down, which does one. Then it does the tension strap on the next one. It's a nice animation on that. Lowers those down for loading on or off. Then we've got R1 and toggle work mode. So this is the warning signs, so we can extend the warning signs or not. So L3, and it pushes the warning signs out on the edges and at the front as well. So if you want your warning signs a bit wider, you can have them a bit wider out on there. I think that was it. Ramps up. Yeah. Those will strap back up again. Do you like those lights, actually? They're pretty cool, aren't they? Reverse lights as well. Funky. There you go. That's it. Special low loader by HR Forst und Fahrzeugbau. Next we have got, the Lizard HL tanks. There are 3 in this pack. I had a strange phenomenon happen. These have rear trailer hitches. One of, I think the first one has the option for, and the other ones have. I went under a Buy Anything silo, filled this up with fuel. I went to fill this one, and it wouldn't let me fill this one up. Weirdly. If I detach it, it will let me, but in a daisy chain, for some reason, I went in one way, came back the other way, I reversed it back in, because sometimes it doesn't like, if you go through the trigger with one thing, but I couldn't get it to fill up, so I'd have to detach it to do that, just to, if you are going to daisy chain these together. This one's got a electric pump on it, we've got a battery on there, we've got options, this one's got a hand crank pump on it, you've got options to change that if you want to as well, and there are 3 different capacities. So this is, where are we? 12.68 megabytes download, 6 slots, 7 slots and 8 slots, 1,500 litre, 3,500 litre and a 5,000 litre option. These you will find under, was it miscellaneous? I think it was miscellaneous. There we go, 1,500, 3,500 litre and 5,000 litre. 1,500, 4,300 and 6,600 to buy. Options on the first one. Now, this is the same on all of them, but this has got a couple of different options. So you've got fuel transport, 1 and 2. That's hand crank pump, electric pump. Then you've got water transport. So if you go for that one, it won't let you then do fuel. So you've got to decide what you want to go for on that fuel or your water transport. We've then got wheel setup, design 1 and 2 on this one. Then we've got sticker, yes or no, on all of them. Attacher on this one, standard or design 2. So it gives you an attacher. The other ones come standard with an attacher. Then you've got main colour, does that. You've got your sticker colour, if you've gone for your sticker, you can change that. Hub colour does the centre of the hubs, like that. And then rim colour, you can change the rim colour as well, like so. That's the first one. The second one, same option for fuel transport. Wheel setup has 4 options on the next 2. So you've got 1, 2, 3 and 4. We've got stickers yes and no, main colour, sticker colour, hub colour, chassis colour on this one, which the other one didn't have, so we can change the chassis colour, and then we've got the rim colour and hub colour again on that one, but that one does come standard with the rear trailer hitch, and then the larger one, That one has electric fuel pump anyway, like pump on it. Again, comes standard with an attacher, and all the options are exactly the same as the previous one. And they're tankers. They do what they're supposed to do at the end of the day. There's no opening of the covers or anything like that. I don't think there is. Let me just double check that. Nope. There you go. Don't even know why I hooked that, but to bring it out I took it out, but there you go. Oh, actually, did I say? I didn't even say what they were, did I? What they do. So you can do water, you can do liquid fertilizer, herbicide, or diesel. Next, we've got just over here. This is the Techmagri TransTruck. This is 6.68 megabytes download. 4 slots. Is by E.T.A. La Marchoise. It will do 40 square bales or 39 round bales. A nice selection of bales we have on here. You can have it a standard or an auto load. I've got an auto load, hence the number of bales. I mean, you can stack them anywhere you want. If you stack the bales on their ends, on the sides, you can probably stack them even higher if you wanted to yourself, but this is what will take auto load. You will find this under your bale transport, just there. 34,550 for the base model. We have got the option of Michelin with standard wide option. We've got BKT, Continental, Vredestein, back to Michelin again. We've got Autoload, yes or no, as an option. We've got design standard, or with a ladder on the front there. And license plate option there as well. Nice and straightforward. Beacon underneath the back. So, start this up. So what I will do is, actually, normally I do it, we'll pick the bales up, but what we'll do is unload them first. So L1, right stick up and down, and side to side. We'll do that with your bales. R1, right stick up and down. We'll slide your bales that way. L1, R1, and right stick side to side. We'll twist your bales. Not your melons, but your bales. Don't want to be twisting my melons, man. Right, so, unload here. Oh, come on. Unload here. There we go. We'll drop them down very nicely. Got our beacon on the back. Then we switch it back to reset, triangle, then operating position, square. We come back past these, and it should pick them all back up again. Not necessarily in this order. We'll see what happens, won't we? There you go. Oops. Lucky I wasn't going for any particular order for any particular reason. But there you go. And then the square bales, it will do 40 rather than 39. Now, what you can, I've always referred to ethereal bales. These have no mass to them at all at the moment because they have been auto-loaded on. I can unload bales and unload bales here, which drops them onto the trailer. Now I can do tension straps, and they now have a weight, a mass to them. So that's when you have to be a little bit more careful when you're turning and that kind of thing, because obviously the higher your bales are stacked, the more top heavy they can become, and they can go over. So there you go. That's the Techmagri TransTruck by E.T.A. La Marchoise. Also by E.T.A. La Marchoise, we've got the Techmagri Masterfee 6M, 11.74 megabytes download, 6 slots, 6 meters wide. It is a mulcher. I'll show it to you in here first, and then we will go and have a look at one. I think I got one out. I'm pretty sure I did. So under our mulchers, just there. Techmagri Masterfee, no options, 130 horsepower required. It comes just like that. So, just here is where you shall find it, on the back of this lovely fence. Folded up for transportation down the road. Unfold. Now it's interesting this because it does have what looks to be a 3-point behind that. This shouldn't need to be turned on. This should just be a drop down. It's a mechanical. There we go. We are mulching. while we're over here, there you go. That was nice and easy, wasn't it? So there you go. The Techmagri Masterfee 6M. Oh, right, now the next two I'm going to show you in here, and it is just here. This is the Kverneland Plows pack. This is by Hispano, 21.98 megabyte download, 7 slots and 6 slots, 2.5 meter and 3 meter. So for 36 grand or 23,500, that is out. Actually, that's the wrong way around. 2.5 meter, 3 meter. How come it's less money for? That makes no sense. It's more money for the 2.5 meter than it is for the 3. Huh? Don't know. Anyway, you can know it's standard. You can see what the main colour is, design colour and the rim colour. But this also has the option for a Pacomat. Now, I did a mod review. Which one was it? The Pacomat, if you haven't seen one of these used before, you can raise the Pacomat up out of the way, and then you plough. So you do your first run with your plough, then you lower the Pacomat down. So when you turn around, you turn the plough over. When you come back down the next row, the cultivator, the Pacomat, cultivates the bit you've just ploughed. So it gives you a nice smooth seed bed. So you are ploughing, you get your ploughed state, but then that cultivating side, and then when you get to the end of the field, you rotate your plough over again, the Pacomat rolls over the top, and then when you come back up the row, it cultivates the bit you've just ploughed, keeps it a nice smooth seed bed. And then this one here, exactly the same thing. There's our Pacomat option on our 3 meter. It's straightforward stuff. Does a thing, which is all very helpful. The Kverneland Plows pack. Next, we've got the Quivogne HV. This one is under cultivators. So the Quivogne HV, 6.56 megabytes download, 4 slots, 4.3 to 8.3 meters. There's 3 different options on this. This is by Nico do 55. So there's our 430 at 4.3 meters, 630 at 6.3 meters, and 830 at 8.3 meters. This requires 80 horsepower, 120 horsepower, and 160 horsepower, respectively. So what I'm going to do... Actually, I don't think it will it? I'm just looking... I wonder if that's so... Oh, I've just had a funny thought here. I wonder... There you go. Front mulcher or rear. That's what it is. I probably had it the wrong way around, didn't I? Just looking at the angle of that, the way those are angled, that should be that way around, shouldn't it? Did I pick this up incorrectly? It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to double check these things. I just think, looking at the physics involved, if we look at the ends of that, the way those are angled, it should go this way, shouldn't it? Yes. Anyway, right, onto the Quivogne. Right, so start this up, unfold it. This is a cultivator, so it should, mind you, it's more of a drag. This might shallow cultivate actually. 8.3 meters, or maybe not. Mind you, it doesn't half move. Oh yeah, it is shallow cultivating, look. That's not a bad speed either, is it? Because it's not tines or shanks, that won't bring up stones because it's shallow cultivating. That actually has got a rear trail hitch as well, hasn't it? Oh, there you go. Didn't mention that. Very cool. That's the Quivogne HV. Next, we have got... I think we're on to the last 3. Yes, we are. Next. Now, I wasn't going to get these out, but I thought I would because I wanted to double check both. And my assumptions weren't assumptions, I was correct. We've got the CLAAS Choreo 875 FC, 5.66 megabytes download, 5 slots, 6 meters wide, which is this one here. And then this one here, we've got the CLAAS Choreo 1275C, 16.62 megabytes download, 8 slots, 9 meters wide. Also comes with a header trailer, which is 4 slots. Both of these are by Großflächendesign and Mappi. So the smaller one does fold, as you can see. The larger one doesn't fold, hence the reason for it needing a header trailer. Both of these are corn headers, and you will find them in that location. So we go to here. Just there is the smaller of the two, 63,500, no options, it comes just like that. Then the larger of the two, just there, again, no options, comes just as is, like that. So we come out of there and we go to our header trailers. You will find the Corio 1275C trailer there, 12,500, 4 slots, again with this, no options, license plate on there if you wish it. So all I was going to do was just show you the unfold of this one. And the other one, when it unfolds, the snoops just unfold, like this one's going to do now. The difference between this and that one, there's just no folding. Like, the main thing folding. It will do all of this, of course. There you go. That's the smaller. Then moving on to the larger. What it says. Didn't turn far enough. Now, I'm not going to show this harvesting. Let's unfold it, because there's still the corn harvest animation is not great. It hasn't been updated. It's very oh no, so I'll turn it on, why not? Wow, sound of that. All the belts, all the augers, all doing their thing. Yeah, it's very upright when it harvests. It's kind of like, it's just like dun 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 dun. There's no bend, there's no crop coming in onto the auger or anything like that, which the FS25 had, didn't it? It's just a bit, there's a little bit of corn cob going there, but it just, I don't know, it just seems a bit sterile, a bit flat. That's not the header's fault, that's the game animation, I believe. So there we go, pop out. That's the CLAAS Corios, both of those with the header trailer, which brings us to the last of the mods for today. Actually, this is a bit of a result, this one. And it's this, and don't judge it too harshly, I have been using it. It's a little bit dirty because it's seen some use. So, this is the CLAAS IH Modular Express Picker 2008 to 2019. Jolly Farmers modding, 26.38 megabytes download, 18 slots, and I put in capital letters, cheap. Now, obviously, there's the Colossus pack now, which has a cotton header. So this is a cotton harvester. If you want to go full-blown cotton harvesting, I say as it should be done. So our cotton harvesters then, you've got the Modular Express 635 and the John Deere CP690. That does 20,000 litre square bales. That does 10,000 litre round bales. So this is the modded version, cotton pickers. There, that's what I wanted. There we go. So you've got the 625 at 365 horsepower, the 635 at 400 horsepower. You notice the difference in price. At the moment, they're saying 305. That's saying 480, which is the base game, like 485. But you can get this for 299 with no bells and whistles on it. So considerably cheaper for your cotton harvesting if you want to kind of get into it. I mean, it's still not cheap, but it's still a lot cheaper. So if you want to go for the less horsepower, as long as you're not doing like mountain sides, that should be absolutely no problem whatsoever. We've got wheel brand options, Continental, Mitas, Vredestein and back again. We've got a cotton logo. Now this is standard, or on the right door, it puts a little cotton logo just on that door. You've got mud scrapers, and this is between the wheels. The wheels in the back, I think it is the wheels. Mud scrapers, left and right or none. I don't know if you can see those changing. There's mud scrapers for those front wheels. If I remember, I'll zoom in. I probably won't remember, but I hope I will. Then you've got Case IH logo on the back door. Plaque and logo or standard. Now the scrapers, if you take those off, you can start removing some of the prices. One of them being this. So your GPS configuration. On the roof, you've got GPS receiver or standard without one, which brings the price down a little bit. So now we're down to 300,000. And like I said, if we take that off as well, the mud scrapers, then we're down to the 299, which is pretty cool. You've got slow-moving vehicle emblems. So we've got a few different options here. At the back, we've got a triangle in the middle. So we've got back, left, right, back and left, back and right, all. Or none. It's up to you. Window tint, standard. Light glass tint. Dark glass tint, back to standard. That was it. There's no license plate option on this one, is there? No. So I have already run this, so what I'll do is unload the bale, then we can fold it back up rather than the other way. But what I was going to say was the detail on it, very cool. I mean, it's a cotton harvester. People will be like, oh, we've already got one. We have, but it's a cheaper alternative. A couple of different options on it. Like I say, they're the scrapers to get all the mud and stuff off the wheels. The logo, cotton logo, should be that side, just up there. It's a few little extras, you know. So let's hop in, start it up. Lights. Actually, it doesn't have beacons, does it? This one, I don't think. No, it doesn't. But I have got a bale in here. It's not a full 20,000 litre bale, but the beauty of this is something to note as well. If you're new to the game, a lot of balers now, including cotton harvesters, you can turn on automatic drop. If I turn on automatic drop now, you notice on the top left it took something away there. So I've got L1 with automatic drop on. So once that bale's full, it will automatically stop, unload it, and it will carry on if you've hired a worker. Or if you're driving it yourself, it will as well. R1 and then L1, R1. Now, because I've got a partial bale and I want to unload that, I need to turn off automatic drop. If I turn off automatic drop, it now gives me the option to unload unfinished bale. I press triangle now, and what's cool about this is, this particular mod, it pushes this out the back with a case cover over your cotton bales. So if you're putting the bales out into the field and the weather might be a little bit inclement, someone will come along and cover your case bales to keep them nice and fresh until you collect them, which is pretty cool. So we drive forward, we can close that back up again, close back, and then we can fold the whole lot back up again, which is how you would normally get it. I say I'm just doing it in a reverse order. So we fold the baler up now, fold harvester, whole lot comes down, nice animations, does the job. Like I say, affordable, usable. I don't think we got a door or window. I don't think we have. Nope. Interior. Nice and tidy. Actually, it does sound very good. So there you go. If you are in the market for a cotton harvester, you want one a little bit cheaper, I have to say, it's a small thing, but I do like that. That's quite... I've never encountered that before. The cover on the bale. Anyway, there you go. That's it. That's the Case IH Modular Express Pickers 2008-2019 by Jolly Farmers Modding. That's it for part 2, and that is it for the entirety of the mods for Wednesday the 26th of March. I hope you found all of this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. If you haven't watched part 1, jump back over and have a look at part 1. And thanks for watching.